Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about parallel lines. Using the equations, which of the line is parallel to y equals negative x plus 1? So this is the equation in the question, and they want you to find which lines are parallel to this line. Now, the rules of parallel lines, as we said before, parallel lines have the same gradients. So if you have the same gradients with two equations, it means that these lines are parallel. Now, first thing, we find the gradient of this equation. Now, we said before that the gradient is the number multiplied by the x, in which it's the coefficient of x. So the gradient here is negative 1. So we write it here, negative 1. And then we take a look at the other equations and find the same gradient. If we find the same gradient, it means this line is parallel. Now first, let's start with A. What is the gradient here? Very good. It's the number multiplied by the x, or the coefficient of x. And in this case, it's negative 1. Good. Negative 1. So is this line parallel or not? Very good. It's parallel. Good job. Now, let's take a look at this line. And remember, we are looking for negative 1 gradient, or a gradient of negative 1. Now, let's take a look at B. What's the gradient here? Very good. It's the number multiplied by the x, or the coefficient of x. So, very good. It's 1. Positive 1. Now, is this one parallel to the other line or not? Very good. It's not parallel. Now, let's take a look at this one. What's the gradient here? Good job. It's the number multiplied by the x, or the coefficient of x. So it's positive 3. Is it parallel to the line that we're talking about? Very good. It's not parallel. So we put x. And then D. What's the gradient here? Good job. It's negative 2. The number multiplied by the x, or the coefficient of x. Now, is this one parallel to the line that we're talking about? Very good. It's not, because parallel lines must have the same gradient. Now, the last one here, what's the gradient for this line? Very good. It's negative 1. It's the number multiplied by the x, or the coefficient of x. So, is this line parallel to it or not? Good job. It's parallel because they have the same gradient. So, if two lines have the same gradients, it means that they are parallel to each other. And what other lines are parallel to y equals negative x plus 1? When we talk about this discussion, it means you can make any line and use the same gradient to say that they are parallel. For example, if I want to find or make up any line that is parallel to this one, I will say y, for example, equals negative x plus 5. I will say another line, y equals negative x minus 10. So any line that has the same gradient as the first line is parallel to the line before. So having the same gradient means parallel lines. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.